Hello, my name is John Sanchez, and this is my topic, COVID-19 mandates. Introduction. Vaccine mandates are policies established by the government that make vaccination mandatory to protect an individual's health and to allow them to participate in activities that require being in group settings. Many of these vaccine mandates has helped teens, kids, and babies from contracting various illnesses / diseases that were more common in previous decades. These mandates have become increasingly more important than ever before due to the events of the COVID-19 pandemic. The COVID-19 pandemic was a global virus outbreak that led to the shutdown of many nations' economies and borders. It also led to the demise of many people, left many in critical condition and with everlasting symptoms. To fight these outbreaks, the COVID-19 mandates were introduced to lessen the spread of COVID-19, help protect the health of vulnerable individuals, reduce the number of hospitalizations, and be able to reopen national borders, economies, and other public institutions. The benefits / positive impacts of the vaccine mandates. The positive impact of the COVID-19 vaccine mandates on the world is that they helped reduce the risk of hospitalizations and complications across various groups of people. The 2023 to 2024 COVID-19 vaccines reduced the risk of COVID-19 hospitalizations by 50% for adults 65 and older, 36% for individuals with an immunosuppressed condition, and 56% for infants whose mothers were vaccinated during pregnancy. These statistics show that the COVID-19 vaccine mandates were necessary and effective in protecting lives, and without these mandates, many hospitalizations would have been caused for these groups of people. Another benefit that the COVID-19 mandates had are that it has led to many nations with high vaccination rates to be able to safely open their national borders and economies with great success. UNDP suggests that the economic recovery rate is projected to grow faster in countries with higher vaccination rates, with about US currency 7.993 billion increase in global GDP for every million people vaccinated. For low-income countries where vaccination rates are almost zero, the path to recovery will be long and uncertain unless urgent, effective measures are taken. This evidence suggests that the countries with lower vaccination rates have a disadvantage in economic recovery compared to nations with higher rates. And if a certain issue isn't taken, such as mandates, then it will become difficult to take a long time to recover economically. The negative impacts of the vaccine mandates. The negative impacts of the vaccine mandates is that it raises an ethical dilemma of personal freedom versus public health. Although civil liberties are important, many view this as an excuse to refuse getting vaccinated, which can be detrimental in the long run. Vaccinations are justifiable intrusions on autonomy and bodily integrity. That may sound ominous, but we all have the fundamental right to bodily integrity and to make our own healthcare decisions. But these rights are not absolute. They do not include the right to inflict harm on others. Through the actions of refusing to take the vaccine, more harm is being made than good, as they are contributing to the spread of the infectious virus, thus impacting the individual's health and those around them. Unintended / unintended consequences. An unintended consequence of the COVID-19 vaccine mandates is that it has helped in reducing the spread of the disease, reducing hospitalizations / deaths, and protecting vulnerable groups of people through the protection that the vaccine gives to the individual. Based on reported COVID-19 deaths, vaccinations prevented an estimated 14 million deaths from COVID-19 in a year. It is evident how crucial vaccine mandates were in preventing the death of many people, and that without these regulations put in place, more people would have suffered and the world would still be in lockdown. An unintended consequence of the vaccine mandate is that it has caused groups of people to start creating fake vaccination cards to avoid the vaccination mandate. The day after Biden's September 9th announcement, they jumped to $200. The estimated number of sellers also rose from about 1,200 to more than 10,000 during that period, added Ahmed, whose company has been studying the black market for fake vaccination cards. This information gives us an insight on how flawed people are, to the extent that these fake vaccination cards could become potential risk to the person's health and encouraging others to follow in their tracks, thus spreading the virus. And this is my scenario, and this is the ethical dilemma of the scenario. The scenario states Anya has very strong beliefs that if she follows them, prevent her from getting a COVID vaccination. But Anya's place of employment, other places she regularly goes to, and even airlines require proof of vaccination. The law has no exception for belief systems, religious or philosophical, to the vaccine mandates. Anya has not had COVID and does believe that the vaccines are effective. Her concern is with her own integrity. Following her very deep-seated beliefs, to get a vaccine will be a very big violation of her beliefs. Anya has become an online source for fake vaccination cards that will provide her proof of vaccination even though she has not been vaccinated. Anya doesn't want to deceive anyone, but she feels her only other choice are to get vaccinated, which would violate her belief and cause her to lose integrity or to not be able to provide for her family. Is it ethical for Anya to purchase a fake proof of vaccination? Alright, and to conclude, the COVID-19 vaccination mandates were regulations put in place to combat the spread of COVID-19 global virus. These mandates have proven to reduce the number of hospitalizations for various groups of people, such as children, infants, elders, and immunosuppressed individuals. Its implementation has also helped countries recover economically. Although the majority of people have decided to get vaccinated, a small portion of people have refused due to civil liberties, religious, and distrust of the vaccines. This ethical issue has caused a debate within the world, prompting governments to take personal consideration into implementation of these mandates. It is first crucial that people get educated and encouraged rather than mandated to take these vaccines. With this recommendation in mind, the world will be ready the next time calamity like COVID-19 appears.